now we have special treat for everyone today. The new series, The Middle Way Family Sharing, is about friendship. Friendship is one of the most important relationships in our lives. Good friends are a source of support, joys, and inspiration, and they help us navigate both the ups and downs of life. It's said that true friendship is one of the greatest treasures, and cultivating these connections is something that we call all benefit from. The Buddha emphasized the importance of friendships in a profound way. He thought that having a good friends is the most crucial element in living a virtuous and meaningful life. To speak more about this valuable topic, we are honored to have a special guest with us today. Phil Alcabes is someone who has dedicated their life to spreading kindness, wisdom, and the importance of connection to our communities. Without further ado, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Phil Alphabet as he shared with us their insights on the topics of Kalyana Mitra or good friends. Okay, everyone, let's welcome Phil Alcabas. Sadika, hello, Phil. Thank you for joining us today. And may I start these questions? So we have two questions today. How do you find the concept of Kalyana Mitra, and who is your Kalyana Mitra in Middle Way community, and how did you be impressed by him or her?
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to get to speak on this with everybody. I think this is such an important part of the practice. And the practice is not just, in my eyes, and I think in the teaching as well, not meant to be just sitting isolated alone on a cushion. It's also in relationship. So when I think about relationship and the practice, I'm going to just jump over to something. I was reading about it this morning. And where does this Kalyana Mitra concept come from? And it comes from one of the Buddha's teachings. And it basically, he talks about it. He says this, just one little thing to start. He says, just as dawn marks the rising of the sun, which brings a bright day, so too spiritual friendship is the precondition to the realization of the Noble Eightfold Path leading to awakening. So, wow, that makes so much sense, right? Because if we think about it, we're all in this together. We're all on our path from wherever we started, however we came into this current form. And I think it's as a community, we have so much more to bring to each other than to just try to figure out all of the way to navigate life on our own. So I think it's so wise that he said that. And, he's really talking about, and, leading to enlightenment. He's talking about the Noble Eightfold Path and the development of the Noble Eightfold Path. So what's really coming through in Kalyana Mitra relationship is the teachings just handed down generation after generation. And it's not simply something you just can read. You need to experience it in your life through the ups and downs and the difficulties and the good times, and see what our minds are bringing at any given moment and experience that. Now, yeah, there's many relationships that are very healthy in the world. There can be romantic relationships, therapy relationships, all kinds of deep friendships. But this one is specifically focused on spirituality. And I don't know what else would fall into that category, but, a knowledgeable teacher. So Venerable Bryn has been terrific, Kalyana Mitra for me. And And also I've gotten close with monk Namachan as well, and some of the other monks. So I wanted to say something more about this though, um, about another level of why I think this is important. You know, it's a really beautiful and special relationship, but it's not just a one-sided relationship. It actually leads to growth for both. So it leads to the monks offering what they can offer, and we can in return grow and begin to flourish. Um, and I think that there's a non-judgmental part of the relationship that is at the core of it. And I think what the Buddha is encouraging us is to learn about non-judgment. So if we can see our spiritual friend, spiritual teacher, our spiritual guides carrying on through life in a non-judgmental way, we can start to take that in for ourselves. And that would ultimately lead us to cultivating a healthier lifestyle and a healthier way of being. So thank you.
Too. Thank you so much, Phil.
Very long answer.
Can you share with your experience how the meditation or can help you in real situation in real life? How you feel
Oh,
like
sure. Yeah.
after meditation that is help in your life?
Yeah. Let's see. Few different ways. So let's see. There's one story that I have told on occasion, so some of you may have heard it before. But many years ago, um, I was meditating and I was very sad because my mother-in-law had just passed away. And after the meditation, I was sitting in the cafe in the building where I was, and I was just kind of had my head down and thinking about things. And excuse me, the teacher from the meditation group, who I didn't know, I had only just met her. I never really spoke with her. She bought a loaf of bread from the stand over on the side. There's a particular bread called a challah, which is a spiritual Jewish bread on Friday night. And she just gave it to me. And it was so kind and so touching because it wasn't about the physical gift. It was that she noticed I was going through something and reached out and said, "Oh, I'm gonna help him to feel a little better."
Mm.
And it's that kind of example, that comes out in different ways. The kindness is such a big thing. Um, so that's one example, or maybe the non-reactive behavior. I've seen Monk Barin uh, manage so many complex missions, so many complex events, and surely nothing goes exactly as planned. And I watch, and I'm like, oh, okay, so something changed, and he goes, okay, and I've even heard him say, change. Oh, change. Okay, that's change. And now we do what we can with this new circumstance. Oh, it's just change. Or, somebody drops something on the floor or something. You can react with a start, or you can be like, oh, that startled me. Okay. Oh, it's okay. So what I feel like I get out of this relationship beyond just the discussions about teachings, which are, wonderful, it's the example, the setting the example that I see from the teachers, from the spiritual relationship, and that seeps in. And if you make your choice yourself or myself, and, and I think that there's some truth to that.
I so monk under, and I like one thing that you just told me, that when something don't not working, just change.
Yeah.
You don't need to be graceful, panic, or anything. Don't work, change. So we
Yeah.
move forward quickly. That's so great. Thank you, Phil, for
Also,
yes, please.
I just want to drop one other thing. It's about generosity as well. Um, there's just a free willingness to offer help. When I first met Venerable Berin, I needed a little guidance about something going on in my meditation. I met him at a talk and I said, "Oh, I have a question for you." He said, "Okay, I'll have someone contact you. Please contact me." And he said, "Phil, please come and I will help you with your question." It was so generous. And then what happened is I wanted to be generous in return. So it cultivated that. So many of the
I
qualities of the teachings just can come through in these just specific examples and intangible ways.
So you learn by
Really beautiful.
experience.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I experienced the same like you. Once I short in something and one person give me for help with generosity. I'm so grateful whatever they give it to me, that I want to give it forward. It's not because I have a lot, but I understand what when I don't have it. So there
Yeah.
is the same like you experience that and that you feel good and then you want to give forward to other. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, Phil, for your sharing, and wow,
Thank you.
mentoring to bring one person to be a Kalyana Mitra. And I hope everyone will have a Kalyana Mitra and give this forward to other people. Feel your words have truly highlighted the importance of good friends in our life and reminds us how essential these connections are for living a virtuous and fulfilled life. We are grateful for your wisdom today and the inspiration you share with us. Thank you, Phil. Thank you so much.